So it's a Red Bull on pole position, but this time it's Mark Webber. Well, Martin was saying he didn't enjoy that too much. He wanted to see a nice pole position shootout at the front. I think it's a foregone conclusion that we're not going to get many of those at the moment. But actually, we were gripped watching that qualifying session because it was what was happening behind that was exciting. And I think Fernando Alonso's reaction tells you everything you need to know about the kind of lap that he put in there just to even get close to the Red Bulls.
He did do the lap and he did get himself up to fourth place. But I'm coming back to the same old story. Where does it get into him tomorrow? Because I think he would have been better off hanging on to those tyres, taking maximum chance in the race with the soft tyres, because really he's only moved himself up 1 or 2 spots, and I'm not sure that's a big enough gamble.
Now, we've had plenty of talk about Michael Schumacher so far this morning, and actually he's a man who always creates conversation and a little bit of disagreement on the BBC's Formula One coverage, but perhaps he is in a fantastic position for this Grand Prix tomorrow because he didn't set a time, so he can choose his tyres. He could be the only guy in the top 10 on hard tyres.
Full marks to Michael Schumacher. He knew that he couldn't get into the top 4 or 5 people on the grid. So what did he do? He just sat back, let everyone else, gave the impression that he was going out to do a fast lap, encouraged everyone else to go out there, Jake, and he came straight back in the pits. He can now start on what he likes, and my guess is he'll start on the hard tyre. He'll go well because they'll have to pit stop before him. Expect Michael Schumacher to be up at the very sharp end after 10 or 12 laps tomorrow.
We'll wait and see. He finished 4th there last year, which is his best result of his comeback. Now, a man who isn't making a comeback, but he's still in his rookie season, is Paul di Resta, and he starts 16th on the grid for tomorrow's Grand Prix.
Well, Paul, congratulations. You out-qualified your teammate again, but I take it you were looking for the long-term plan for tomorrow. You kept the hards on.
Yeah, I think that was, the safest option for us and the most productive going into tomorrow. Okay, you could have definitely been up the grid a bit more, but given our performance, we've struggled a bit towards the end of races, and we've looked to certainly try and gain a bit of an advantage having a new set of options and to try and free up a bit of our strategy plan. So, tomorrow's another day, but certainly tonight it looks a bit better on paper, and you just have to see how it plans out. But this is what, as a team, we felt this was the best option.
It was a brave option. Does it compromise you at all, having probably the slower Lotus of Heikki Kovalainen in front of you? Did you expect that?
Yeah, I mean, I knew when Heikki got through to Q2, he would go for an option run. They're obviously trying to get as best a result as possible. But I think given we've got a new set of options, the Kers, we should be able to hopefully get them off the line, and then from there on, we're thinking more about the last remaining points. And if we used another set, I don't think that would have been possible.
So once again, already thinking about the race. 16th and 17th on the grid, Eddie. Not really impressing this season, are they, Force India?
Well, what is impressing me is their reliability, but it's the overall pace of this car. I know, speaking to the team, they've a lot of new updates coming, but then so has every other team got a lot of new the development surge that's happening in Formula One is absolutely staggering, and I think they're just not quite on the run at the moment, and they need to get on that run.
OK, well, let's hear from Jenson Button very quickly. He starts 5th on the grid.
Well, just at the last minute, the Ferrari popped up and split you and your teammate, but what was it like from your seat?
It was pretty good. I felt pretty good out there. The car got better and better through qualifying with the softer tyres and working with the setup. So yeah, my lap wasn't too bad. I was quite happy with it. I was 300ths behind Lewis, and obviously disappointed not to be 3rd on the grid, but 300ths, it's close. I felt the lap was good. And then Fernando got in between us as well, so it's so close. 300ths from being 3rd and I'm 5th. But I suppose the positive is from it that I'm on the clean side of the grid, and it makes quite a big difference here.
There's always so many variables going into a Sunday, but probably tomorrow more so than ever, because strategy, tyres, such a disparity between the hard and soft. Can you predict what's going to happen?
No.
How difficult is it for drivers and teams nowadays?
It's very difficult, and having your tyres in good condition makes such a big difference now. Even on in laps, you're not pushing as hard. So yeah, the tyres are a big part of the race, and I think we're in pretty good shape. On my soft tyres, I've got two sets that have had one-time lap, and that's it, and another set that's brand new. So we're in a good position. I think Fernando's used all 3 of his sets, which is nice. And then obviously we have the prime tyre, which is going to be a tricky tyre in the race. It's a big difference from the option to from the soft to the hard. So you'll see some different strategies tomorrow, and it's difficult to know what to do with the strategy.
That was great, wasn't it? Can you predict what's going to happen tomorrow? Just gets a wry grin from Jenson Button. Right, now time to hear from another man who I also think might just be smiling, don't you? In the driver's press conference.
Mark, it's not your teammate for once. Your first pole of the season, your first since Belgium 2010. How did you do it?
Well, it was a good session. I think it was pretty clear going into qualifying that we might have had a bit of a margin, so it was going to be probably down to Seb and I maybe for the front row without being arrogant, but it just looked like, and we never can underestimate these guys, but we thought we were probably going to battle for the pole between ourselves. We got through on the first set of hards, so that was nice to do that, as some other people did as well. And then coming to the crucial part of qualifying, obviously, was just getting the lap right for Q3. So the lap was pretty good. I was just obviously praying that my number went above number one when I crossed the gantry over the start-finish line, and it did. So it was a nice lap. It was a good battle with Seb, and today was my day.
Was it important for you to be second out on the track to Sebastian, so you knew what you had to push for, what you had to achieve?
I don't have a clue what time Sebastian does. Obviously, you don't know if he makes a mistake or if he does a phenomenal lap or whatever. You just got to take control of yourself and get the job done.
Turning to yourself, Sebastian, I suppose the consolation is it's your 10th consecutive front row start, but how disappointing is it that your run of pole positions has come to an end?
Well, I don't think we can't speak of big disappointment in the end of the day. I think we made a good step forward, and Barcelona usually is the place where everyone brings a lot of parts, and you're here to find out if all of them work. I think we did a step, so did the others, but it looks like we like this track, and our car feels very comfortable. In quali itself, Q1 I didn't really get into the rhythm immediately, so it was not the smoothest run, but I made it on the primes then. Q2 I felt much happier on the soft compound, and unfortunately then last qualifying I lost a little bit too much. I wasn't entirely happy with my lap. We had some problems, and Mark did a good job, so it was up between us, and he did a better job today. So we see tomorrow is a long race. We saved a set of tires, so did I think the top three, and Jenson as well. So we'll see what we can do tomorrow.
Talking of problems, was it KERS? You didn't use it on your final run. How much did you lose from it, and how big a problem could that be in the race?
Well, I'm not afraid in the race. I think we will be on top of it again, and in the end, I think seems to be a bit of an endless story, but the guys are pushing very hard, and I think we did an exceptional job today. We've proven that our car has become quicker, so we had a quick base, but we made it even better. So big compliments to the aero department in the factory and to all the guys. And yes, we are working very hard on the KERS. No, I didn't use it for Q2 and Q3, but I'm sure we'll have it tomorrow. So it's difficult to say, it's not right to say now, okay, I didn't have KERS, that's why Mark's on pole. I think he deserved pole, so he did a better job today, but surely it was not ideal.
Lewis, to yourself, third place in the current climate, I'm sure was exactly what you were hoping for, but you were pushing very hard and made a slight error into turn 10 that may have flat-spotted one of your tyres. Could that be a concern for the race?
No, I don't think it will. I mean, I do have a flat spot, but fortunately I can start on those tyres, and we can rebalance the wheels, so it shouldn't be a problem really for the race. But no, very happy with today's result. Obviously, you can see the gap between ourselves and the Red Bulls is increased. However, we have improved this weekend, so the guys have been working extremely hard, and fortunate just to stay ahead of the Ferrari. I mean, that was very close.
So those are the three men leading the way once it's lights out for the start of the Spanish Grand Prix, and the coverage starts at 12:10 your time tomorrow afternoon. It should be pretty exciting. And a quick mention as well that Felipe Massa struggled there. He starts 8th on the grid, but congratulations, Pastor Maldonado, 9th on the grid in the Spanish Grand Prix for him, which is really good tonic for Williams, just what they need at the moment.
Great boost, particularly after the dramas that they had with Barrichello. This is just what they required.
Absolutely. Well, there's plenty more sport coming your way this afternoon right here on the BBC. And if you thought Formula One was a little bit of a jungle, well, a bit later on this afternoon, it's the Wildcats against the Tigers from Bellevue. That's coming your way in just a couple of moments. And Wildcats, Tigers, one man who would have taken them all on without fear, our Henry. A huge heart, a huge left hand. We pay tribute to the late, great Sir Henry Cooper on BBC Two. And we'll be back 12:10 tomorrow afternoon for the Spanish Grand Prix. Eddie, looking forward to this one?
Amazingly, because there's so many permutations here, different tyre setups, great opposition, and of course Mark Webber on pole.
Absolutely, that's the big story from today. Mark Webber is on pole. Just as his teammate looked like he was starting to cut adrift, Mark Webber has reeled him in. It might not be worth any points, but for Mark's confidence, it's priceless. He nails it right on time.